The Roswell memory metal. The first artifact on our list emerged from one of the most famous incidents in modern history. In July 1947, something crashed in the desert near Roswell, New Mexico, while the military immediately claimed it was nothing more than a weather balloon. The metallic debris recovered from that site demonstrated properties that didn't match any known Earth materials. The fragments, initially analyzed by Major Jesse Marcel, the intelligence officer who led the recovery operation, showed characteristics that defied explanation. Marcel described metal pieces that were lighter than aluminum, yet stronger than the finest steel. The material couldn't be cut with the sharpest tools, couldn't be burned with the hottest flames, and couldn't be damaged by conventional means. But the most impossible property was what researchers came to call shape memory. No matter how the metal was bent, twisted, or crushed, it would return to its original form with perfect precision. Fold it in half, and it would snap back to flatness. Crumple it into a ball, and it would unfold itself into its original shape. Independent analysis conducted at Wright-Patterson Air Force Base revealed molecular structures that violated known materials science. The isotopic ratios found in the metal samples don't occur naturally on Earth, suggesting the material originated from a completely different stellar environment. The atomic structure showed manufacturing precision at the molecular level that exceeded human technological capabilities by decades. Dr. Philip Corso, who worked with these fragments during his tenure at the Foreign Technology Division, documented properties that seemed to defy the laws of physics. The material generated weak electromagnetic fields without any power source, maintained consistent temperature regardless of environmental conditions, and showed responsiveness to electrical stimulation that suggested embedded nanotechnology. What made the analysis even more disturbing was the metallurgical testing results. The memory metal contained elements in pure forms that are impossible to achieve using Earth-based refining techniques. The crystal structure showed organization patterns that indicated controlled atomic assembly, manufacturing precision that human technology couldn't approach until the development of advanced nanotechnology decades later. Most remarkably, pieces of the memory metal showed what researchers called adaptive properties. When exposed to specific electromagnetic frequencies, the fragments would alter their flexibility, conductivity, and even color. This suggested programmable matter that could change its characteristics on command, technology that we're only beginning to understand theoretically today. The few scientists granted access to study this material have described it as technology that appears to be centuries ahead of current human capability. Its self-repairing properties, impossible strength-to-weight ratio, and adaptive characteristics suggest manufacturing techniques that represent a completely different approach to materials science. Attempts to reverse engineer the memory metal led to breakthroughs that contributed to the development of modern composite materials, but the original material's core properties remain unexplained even today. The metal represents technology so advanced that it continues to exceed human understanding more than 75 years after its recovery. The Roswell memory metal remains classified at the highest levels of government secrecy, stored in facilities that few scientists are ever allowed to access. It stands as physical proof that materials technology far beyond human capability has been in government possession since 1947, raising the impossible question of where such advanced metallurgy could have originated. Moving from the deserts of New Mexico to the ancient ruins of Iraq, our second forbidden artifact emerged from one of archaeology's most puzzling discoveries, the Baghdad battery enhancement. In 1936, German archaeologist Wilhelm Koenig discovered clay jars near Baghdad that appeared to be 2,000-year-old electrical batteries. But classified analysis of these artifacts revealed something far more extraordinary than primitive power sources. The original discovery consisted of terracotta jars containing copper cylinders and iron rods arranged in configurations that generated electrical current when filled with acidic solutions. While archaeologists initially dismissed them as unique curiosities, Classified testing revealed electrical output that far exceeded what should be possible from such simple components. Secret experiments conducted by Dr. Arne Egebrecht at the Hildesheim Museum found that these ancient batteries could generate sustained electrical current for months without losing power. When connected in series, they produced voltage levels that matched modern electrical systems, suggesting understanding of electrical principles that predated their official discovery by nearly 2 millennia. What made these batteries truly impossible was their internal structure. X-ray analysis revealed microscopic wire networks within the copper cylinders, precision metalwork that required manufacturing techniques unavailable to ancient civilizations. The wires showed no signs of corrosion despite being buried for over 2,000 years, indicating alloy compositions unknown to ancient metallurgy. But the most disturbing discovery was that these batteries weren't isolated artifacts. Archaeological excavations that were immediately classified revealed underground chambers connected by copper wire networks spanning several kilometers. This suggested an ancient electrical grid of impossible sophistication, a power distribution system that predated the development of electrical engineering by millennia. The electrical knowledge required to create functional batteries with sustained output simply shouldn't have existed in 250 BCE. The Baghdad batteries demonstrate understanding of electrochemical processes, metallurgy, and electrical engineering that preceded the official development of these sciences by over 2,000 years. Recent declassified analysis revealed that the batteries showed signs of having been manufactured using techniques that human civilization didn't develop until the Industrial Age. The precision metalwork, advanced alloys, and sophisticated understanding of electrical principles suggest technology transfer from a source far more advanced than any ancient human civilization could have possessed. These artifacts remain in classified storage, studied only by researchers with the highest level security clearances. They represent physical evidence that advanced electrical technology existed in the ancient world, technology that had to have originated from intelligence far beyond the capabilities of Bronze Age civilizations. The third artifact takes us beneath the waters of the Mediterranean, where divers in 1901 discovered what would become one of archaeology's most confounding mysteries, the antikythera quantum computer. Among the corroded remains of an ancient Roman shipwreck lay a bronze mechanism that would challenge everything we thought we knew about the technological capabilities of ancient civilizations. Initially dismissed as ship equipment, this device revealed its true nature only after decades of painstaking analysis. What researchers found was an analog computer of staggering complexity, built around 100 BCE, that used sophisticated bronze gears to track celestial movements with mathematical precision that wouldn't be seen again for over 1,000 years. The mechanism could predict eclipses decades in advance, track the 4-year Olympic cycle, and follow the complex lunar calendar systems used throughout the ancient Greek world. But what made this discovery truly impossible was the advanced engineering required to construct it. The device incorporated differential gearing, a technology that historians believed wasn't reinvented until the 16th century. Its eclipse prediction system used calculations that required knowledge of lunar orbital variations that weren't officially discovered until Johannes Kepler's work in the 17th century. Analysis of the construction techniques revealed something even more disturbing. This wasn't a device built by multiple craftsmen over generations of development. The precision of the gear ratios, the sophistication of the astronomical calculations, and the elegance of the mechanical solutions all pointed to a single brilliant engineer who possessed knowledge that shouldn't have existed in the ancient world. Recent CT scans have revealed that the mechanism originally contained far more functions than previously thought, including the ability to track planetary movements and predict their positions decades in advance. This requires knowledge of orbital mechanics that wasn't discovered until the work of Copernicus, Kepler, and Newton. The mathematical principles embedded in the device include concepts that wouldn't be formally developed until the Renaissance. The gear ratios use approximations of irrational numbers that demonstrate understanding of advanced number theory. The mechanical solutions to complex astronomical calculations show engineering principles that seem to anticipate developments in clockwork that were centuries away. Perhaps most disturbing is what happened to this knowledge. The mechanism represents a level of technological sophistication that vanished completely from the historical record. No other ancient Greek device shows similar complexity, and the mathematical and engineering knowledge required to build it seems to have disappeared without a trace. It's as if someone with modern knowledge of astronomy and engineering appeared in ancient Greece, built this device, and then vanished, taking their advanced understanding with them. The anonymous genius who created this mechanism possessed knowledge that wouldn't be rediscovered for more than a millennium. Moving from the precision engineering of ancient Greece to the dense jungles of Central America, our fourth forbidden artifact consists of hundreds of stone discs discovered in 1938 along the China-Tibet border, the Dropa stone database. These objects, known as the Dropa stones, contain spiral grooves filled with microscopic hieroglyphic text that tells a story too incredible for mainstream archaeology to accept. The 716 stone discs, each about 2 feet in diameter with central holes resembling ancient records, were initially dismissed as unusual burial objects. But when Soviet linguist Dr. Tsum began translation of the microscopic text in the 1960s, the content proved to be technical manuals describing concepts that ancient civilizations couldn't have known. The hieroglyphic text, carved with precision that requires magnification to read, contains detailed descriptions of propulsion systems based on electromagnetic field manipulation. The technical diagrams show spacecraft designs that utilize magnetic field interactions for lift and propulsion, concepts that human science didn't develop until the space age. Analysis revealed that the stone discs contain star charts showing accurate positions for celestial objects that weren't discovered until the development of modern telescopic technology. The navigation information includes references to stellar distances, gravitational effects, and trajectory calculations that demonstrate advanced understanding of astrophysics. Most remarkably, the Dropa stones describe genetic modification techniques for adapting organisms to different planetary environments. The technical information includes procedures for cellular adaptation and biological engineering methods that weren't developed by human science until the late 20th century. Geological dating placed the stone discs at approximately 12,000 years old, yet their content describes scientific knowledge that human civilization didn't acquire until the modern era. The information gap suggests that the technical knowledge originated from a source far more advanced than Neolithic human societies. The precision required to carve microscopic text into granite using ancient tools is mechanically impossible. The hieroglyphic characters, some smaller than the width of human hair, show perfect consistency and geometric accuracy that requires advanced manufacturing technology unavailable to ancient civilizations. Electromagnetic testing revealed that the stone discs generate weak magnetic fields and emit low-frequency radio signals when exposed to electrical current. The electromagnetic properties suggest the stones were designed to function as information storage devices using principles of data encoding that predate digital technology by millennia. Chemical analysis of the stone material revealed compositions that don't match any known terrestrial geology. The mineral content includes rare elements in concentrations that suggest the source material originated from asteroid or cometary deposits, rather than earthbound quarries. Our fifth artifact brings us to the pristine jungles of Costa Rica, where nearly 300 perfectly spherical stone balls demonstrate geometric precision that exceeds modern manufacturing capabilities, the Costa Rican perfect spheres. These mysterious spheres, ranging from inches to over 6 feet in diameter, contain internal structures that suggest advanced engineering impossible for pre-Columbian civilizations to achieve. The spheres were first documented in the 1930s during banana plantation clearing operations, but their true significance was revealed through analysis that has remained classified for decades. Precision measurements found that the largest spheres are geometrically perfect to within 2 millimeters. Accuracy that requires advanced measuring instruments and manufacturing techniques. Surface analysis shows no tool marks, grinding patterns, or irregularities that would indicate manual construction using available pre-Columbian technology. The finish suggests manufacturing processes that achieve perfection through methods unknown to ancient civilizations. Ground-penetrating radar revealed that many spheres contain complex internal structures, geometric arrangements of different stone materials that serve no apparent decorative or functional purpose. The internal patterns suggest the spheres were engineered rather than carved, designed according to specifications that required advanced understanding of materials science. Most remarkably, the sphere's positions throughout Costa Rica form geometric patterns that match stellar alignments visible only from orbital perspective. The arrangement creates a ground-based map of specific constellation positions, suggesting the spheres were positioned according to astronomical knowledge that required satellite-level perspective to achieve. The stone material itself presents impossible characteristics. Analysis showed that the spheres are composed of rock types that don't exist in Costa Rica's geology. The source material had to be transported from quarries located hundreds of miles away, requiring logistics capabilities beyond the scope of known pre-Columbian civilizations. These perfect spheres remain under international archaeological protection, their true purpose and origin classified at levels that restrict access to approved researchers only. They represent precision manufacturing and advanced engineering capabilities that suggest technology transfer from intelligence far beyond the capabilities of ancient American civilizations. Seismic analysis revealed something even more disturbing about these Costa Rican spheres. When subjected to specific acoustic frequencies, the stones generate ultrasonic vibrations in mathematically precise patterns. The resonance suggests these artifacts were designed to function as acoustic resonators or communication devices operating at frequencies beyond human hearing range. Carbon dating of organic material found embedded within several spheres yielded results that defy logical explanation. Some samples indicate ages of 1,300 years, while others from the identical sphere show ages of only centuries. This temporal paradox suggests the spheres exist in states that don't conform to linear time progression. Magnetic field measurements revealed the most impossible property yet discovered. The spheres create localized gravitational anomalies that cause objects placed near the largest specimens to show slight weight variations. This suggests the stones affect local space-time curvature in ways that require mass-energy densities beyond their apparent physical composition. The Nazca landing strips, our sixth forbidden artifact, takes us to the high desert plateaus of Peru, where ancient lines carved into the earth have puzzled researchers for decades. While the Nazca lines are officially described as ceremonial artwork, classified analysis has revealed that many of these geometric patterns function as navigation beacons and landing strips designed for aircraft with capabilities that exceed current human technology. The 2,000-year-old geoglyphs cover over 170 square miles of desert, with lines, geometric patterns, and stylized figures that can only be fully appreciated from aerial perspective. Ground-penetrating radar and electromagnetic surveys have revealed subsurface structures that suggest the lines were created according to engineering specifications for aerial navigation and landing operations. Dr. Maria Reicher's classified research, conducted with NASA support in the 1970s, discovered that the longest lines are perfectly straight across distances exceeding 30 miles with accuracy that requires surveying precision unavailable to ancient civilizations. The geometric alignment demonstrates understanding of spherical trigonometry and advanced mathematical calculations that predate their supposed development by centuries. Soil analysis revealed that the Nazca lines were created using techniques that fused the desert surface into glass-like materials. The heat required to achieve this level of surface modification exceeds anything possible with primitive technology, suggesting the use of directed energy systems for precision surface alteration. Most remarkably, several of the geometric patterns function as electromagnetic resonators that amplify specific radio frequencies. When subjected to electromagnetic stimulation, the patterns generate focused beams of radio energy that can be detected from orbital altitude, suggesting they were designed as communication arrays for aerial traffic. Classified electromagnetic mapping revealed that the lines create a complex network of energy pathways beneath the desert surface. The subsurface patterns channel electrical current in specific directions, creating what appears to be a navigation grid that could guide aircraft using electromagnetic positioning systems. The precision required to create ruler straight lines across mountainous terrain using only ground-based reference points is geometrically impossible. The lines maintain perfect alignment despite traversing valleys, hills, and irregular topography that would prevent visual sighting across their entire length. Recent declassified satellite imagery revealed that many Nazca lines align with underground water sources and mineral deposits located hundreds of feet below the surface. The patterns appear to map subsurface resources using geological knowledge that required advanced surveying technology to acquire. Moving from the deserts of Peru to the mountains of Romania, our seventh artifact emerged in 1974 when workers discovered a wedge-shaped aluminum object buried alongside 20,000-year-old mastodon bones, the aluminium artifact of aiud. This discovery presents an impossible paradox that challenges everything we understand about the development of metallurgy. Aluminum wasn't isolated and refined until 1825, yet this object predates human aluminum production by millennia and shows manufacturing precision that exceeds current industrial capabilities. The artifact, measuring 8 inches long and weighing 5 pounds, is composed of an aluminum alloy containing trace elements that don't occur in natural aluminum deposits. The metal composition includes aerospace-grade materials that weren't developed until the Jet Age, suggesting manufacturing techniques unavailable to any known ancient civilization. Analysis found that the aluminum alloy contains 89% aluminum with silicon, copper, lead, zinc, and other elements in precisely controlled ratios that require industrial smelting and refining processes. The artifact's surface shows machine tool marks that machining techniques. The geometric indicate precision manufacturing using advanced patterns and smooth surfaces, require industrial equipment operating to tolerances that exceed the capabilities of ancient metalwork, suggesting the use of computerized manufacturing systems. Most impossibly, the aluminum shows no signs of oxidation or corrosion despite being buried for thousands of years. Natural aluminum immediately forms oxide layers when exposed to oxygen, but this artifact maintains metallic luster that suggests protective surface treatments unknown to ancient metallurgy. X-ray crystallography revealed that the aluminum has a crystalline structure that doesn't match any known aluminum production process. The molecular arrangement suggests rapid cooling from extremely high temperatures, using techniques that require industrial furnaces operating far beyond the capabilities of ancient civilizations. Isotopic analysis of the aluminum content revealed ratios that don't occur in Earth-based aluminum ores. The isotopic signatures match theoretical predictions for aluminum formed in stellar environments, suggesting the material originated from extraterrestrial sources beyond our solar system. The Russian tungsten screw. Our eighth forbidden artifact emerged from the depths of Russian geological surveys in 1998, where researchers discovered a microscopic screw embedded in rock formations dated to 300 million years ago. This tungsten spiral, smaller than the width of human hair, demonstrates precision manufacturing at the nanoscale level that exceeds current human technological capabilities. The artifact was found during surveys in the Kaluga region, preserved within rock formations that have remained undisturbed since the Carboniferous period. The tungsten screw measures less than 1 millimeter in length, but shows perfect thread patterns and geometric precision that requires advanced manufacturing technology. Analysis using electron microscopy found manufacturing precision at the molecular level. The tungsten threads show uniform spacing and geometric consistency that requires computer-controlled machining operating at nanotechnological scales that human civilization developed only within recent decades. Tungsten has a melting point of 3,695 degrees Celsius, making it one of the most difficult metals to work with using conventional technology. The precision machining required to create microscopic threads in tungsten requires industrial capabilities that represent the pinnacle of current human manufacturing achievement. Isotopic analysis revealed that the tungsten contains rare isotopes that don't occur naturally in Earth's geology. The isotopic composition matches predictions for heavy elements formed in supernovae, suggesting the tungsten originated from stellar processes beyond our solar system. Most impossibly, similar microscopic screws have been discovered in other geological formations worldwide, all dating to periods long before complex life existed on Earth. The global distribution suggests systematic placement rather than random occurrence, indicating purposeful manufacturing and deployment across geological time periods. Our ninth artifact takes us to the gold mines of South Africa, where in 1996, workers discovered a living metallic sphere that demonstrates properties which violate fundamental laws of physics. This object, dated to 2.8 billion years ago, rotates spontaneously on its own axis, generates electromagnetic fields without any power source, and shows signs of self-repair when damaged. The sphere, approximately 4 inches in diameter with 3 parallel grooves around its equator, was found in Precambrian rock formations that predate complex life on Earth by billions of years. The metal composition includes materials that don't occur naturally and demonstrates properties that suggest advanced nanotechnology embedded within its structure. Research found that the sphere generates measurable electromagnetic fields that fluctuate in complex patterns. The field variations suggest internal machinery operating at microscopic scales, powered by unknown energy sources that don't appear to diminish over time despite operating continuously for years. Most remarkably, the sphere rotates spontaneously within its display case, completing one full rotation approximately every 128 hours. The rotation occurs without external forces and shows no signs of friction or energy loss, suggesting self-contained perpetual motion that challenges our understanding of thermodynamics. Attempts to damage the sphere have revealed self-repair capabilities that operate at the molecular level. Small scratches and surface damage heal themselves within hours, and even deliberate attempts to drill samples from the surface are thwarted by the metal's ability to regenerate damaged areas with perfect precision. X-ray analysis revealed internal structures that resemble nanotechnological machinery operating at scales smaller than virus particles. The internal components show organized patterns that suggest purposeful design rather than natural formation, indicating manufacturing precision at the atomic level that exceeds current human capabilities. The metal composition includes isotopes that don't exist naturally on Earth and shows stability characteristics that shouldn't be possible according to nuclear physics. The exotic matter suggests the sphere was constructed using materials and techniques that transcend conventional understanding of atomic structure. Electromagnetic emissions from the sphere have been detected using sensitive instruments that reveal complex signal patterns resembling digital communications. The signals appear to carry encoded information, but use mathematical structures that don't correspond to any known communication protocols developed by human civilization. The sphere demonstrates responsiveness to human presence, with electromagnetic activity increasing when researchers approach and decreasing when the area is vacant. This suggests awareness and reactive capabilities that indicate artificial intelligence operating at levels beyond current technological achievement. Our final forbidden artifact brings us full circle to one of archaeology's most contentious discoveries. In 1927, British explorer F.A. Mitchell Hedges discovered a crystal skull in a Mayan temple that demonstrated properties impossible for ancient craftsmen to achieve using available technology. But classified research has revealed that this skull is part of a global network of similar artifacts that function as a distributed quantum communication system spanning continents. The Mitchell-Hedges skull, carved from a single piece of quartz crystal with impossible precision, shows no tool marks despite being sculpted to anatomical accuracy that rivals modern medical models. The crystal's internal structure contains microscopic optical pathways that focus and manipulate light in ways that require understanding of advanced optics and laser technology. Analysis at Hewlett-Packard Laboratories revealed that the skull contains embedded fiber optic networks that channel light through specific pathways within the crystal matrix. The optical system demonstrates precision engineering that requires manufacturing techniques unavailable until the development of modern laser technology. Most remarkably, the skull exhibits quantum resonance with other similar artifacts discovered worldwide. When electromagnetic fields are applied to one crystal skull, identical skulls in different locations respond with synchronized light emissions, suggesting quantum entanglement connections across global distances. Spectroscopic analysis revealed that the crystal contains trace elements that don't occur naturally in Earth's crust. The isotopic signatures match theoretical predictions for materials formed in the cores of neutron stars, indicating the crystal originated from cosmic sources beyond our solar system. The precision required to carve the skull from solid crystal without modern tools is mechanically impossible. The smooth surfaces, perfect symmetry, and anatomical accuracy require manufacturing precision that exceeds the capabilities of any known ancient civilization by several orders of magnitude. Research discovered that when multiple crystal skulls are brought together, they create holographic projections displaying star maps of distant galaxies. The projections show accurate stellar positions for regions of space that human astronomy hasn't observed, suggesting the skulls contain knowledge of cosmic geography beyond our current scientific reach. The skulls demonstrate responsiveness to human consciousness, generating different light patterns when handled by individuals with varying emotional states or intellectual focuses. This suggests the artifacts are designed to interface with human neural activity in ways that imply understanding of consciousness that modern science is only beginning to develop. Electromagnetic emissions from the crystal skulls have been detected by monitoring stations worldwide. The signals follow patterns that suggest the skulls are components in a global communication network that has been operating autonomously for centuries, transmitting information between locations using quantum entanglement protocols that exceed current human understanding. These 10 forbidden artifacts represent more than mysterious archaeological anomalies. They constitute physical evidence that advanced intelligence has been present on Earth for far longer than human civilization has existed, leaving behind technological breadcrumbs that demonstrate capabilities we're only beginning to comprehend. The systematic pattern of suppression surrounding these artifacts reveals a disturbing truth about the nature of archaeological discovery and scientific inquiry. Each time one of these impossible objects emerges from the Earth, the same sequence of events unfolds with clockwork precision. Initial discovery leads to preliminary analysis, which reveals properties that shouldn't exist. Then comes the classification, the seizure by government agencies, and the disappearance into restricted facilities where only a select few researchers with the highest security clearances are permitted access. This isn't coincidence. This isn't bureaucratic oversight. This is orchestrated concealment of evidence that threatens the fundamental narrative we've been taught place in the cosmic about human development and our order. The artifacts we've examined today represent just the visible tip of an iceberg of suppressed evidence that extends far deeper than most people dare to imagine. Consider the implications. Memory metals that repair themselves suggest manufacturing techniques that manipulate matter at the quantum level. Ancient electrical systems indicate understanding of electromagnetic principles that predate their supposed discovery by millennia. Quantum computers disguised as astronomical devices demonstrate knowledge of physics that human science didn't develop until the 21st century. What we're witnessing isn't random coincidence or isolated anomalies scattered throughout history. These 10 forbidden artifacts represent deliberate evidence, technological signatures left by intelligences that have been observing and influencing human development for geological time periods. From self-repairing metals to quantum communication networks, each discovery proves that we are not the first advanced civilization to inhabit this planet, and we are certainly not alone in the universe. The question isn't whether extraterrestrial intelligence exists anymore. The physical proof sits locked away in classified storage facilities worldwide. The real question is what other evidence remains hidden in the deepest vaults of secrecy, waiting to completely transform our understanding of reality itself.